Hello, community. Thank you for another episode of Odd Tips Bets, the best tips across Europe. I'm with my big daddy as usual to give you the best tips this weekend. Big daddy, can you tell us
Everyone,
which tips you have this weekend?
hello everyone, thank you for joining us. So let's get on with the show. Our first game today, my first tip for today is the game in the Premiership within Bournemouth. And I think it's the first game, yeah, Bournemouth with Liverpool will be my first tips. And here I decide this is quite a trickish game because Bournemouth, with what they did to Forest that were highly rated this season last week. It was no one expected that to come out up to 5-0, knocking out Bournemouth, and they've been playing quite well. Also playing some big teams. They've been giving some big teams in the top 6 headache. So I assume this time around Liverpool will not be an exception. So the odds for Bournemouth to win, can they pull a surprise? If you feel they can do that, the odds is 4.30. You can go for that. And if you feel that I want to play it, I believe Liverpool have the capability. They are better squad, and because they are the potential champion, they need to win this game because of the game of Arsenal and Man City. A win here will increase the gap in the outlets of other draw or one person winning there. It will actually give them a big boost. So for me, I went for is not to complicate it to a Liverpool win, 1.71.
I'm also on this game also, so I was not I wasn't sure who is going to win because Bournemouth, they've been fantastic. Yeah, Clovert, their team, they've been playing very good football. So I went for goals. I think there will be a lot of goals in this game. I chose more than 2.5 goals at 1.42. I think both of them will score also. Maybe it will be like 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. It will be a high scoring game. So I lean towards the goal market on this game at 2 points, more than 2 goals. That's 1.42. So that's my game.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. My next game is the game within the next Premiership game I have is the game with Wolves playing Aston Villa. In this game, we all know that Wolves is already in the relegation zone, struggling to survive. They put effort. You can see they are trying to do something, but they are not just coming up with a win. Nothing seems to be coming out. And I think here also is going to be the same thing. Here, I think Aston Villa have more experience, being that they are playing the Champions League. The only problem I'm having is hope that they will not be too tired because of they just came back for a Champions League game, and because of that. But I'm more leaning to Aston Villa because Wolves are just. I don't think they will win any game to the end of the season the way they are going. So I pick Aston Villa, even though I don't understand why a team in the middle of the season will be selling their best players. I don't know. So, but I decided to go with Aston Villa here because the money is good. I just went for an outright win, 2.10.
Okay. I'm not on that game. I chose only one Premier League game this weekend. That's the Liverpool game. So now I went to Spanish La Liga. Atletico Madrid spoils my coupon last weekend, so I'm giving them another benefit of doubt this weekend, and they should win this game. And they played quite well in the Champions League. So Atletico Madrid against Mallorca. Atletico Madrid to win at 1.48. So and they've not lost. They are doing very well at home. So I think they should be able to win the game comfortably at 1.48.
Also on this game, I keep saying Atletico Madrid moves more like a dark horse in La Liga. No one see them coming, and if Real Madrid and Barca are not careful, they will just overtake them. And they've been actually, apart from, you said you were right, the last weekend they spoiled a lot of people's coupon. So we hope this weekend they will do it much better. They will at least they should be able to beat Mallorca if they want to remain in this title contention. So I'm here also with Atletico Madrid to win and less than 3.5 goals in the match with the odds of 190, 1.90.
Okay. That's a good odds. So mine also on my last Premier League, La Liga game for this weekend is Espanyol with Real Madrid. I like that game because Real Madrid they've been doing very well in La Liga and they are doing the needful. They are scoring goals. Mbappe is back. He's been scoring back to back. Bellingham also is putting the goals in. Rodriguez is playing more. They are not depending on Vinicius Junior. So everybody is playing like a compact team now. So Mbappe back scoring goals. That's like the goal matching is back. So I think Real Madrid is going to win the game at 1.38. If you want to spice things up, like Big Daddy, you can say Real Madrid to win, Mbappe to score, or Real Madrid to win more than 2 goals. So you can play the game different combinations. So I'm just keeping it safe at Real Madrid to win outright at 1.38.
Yeah, that's a good one. The odds are just too low for my liking, and that's why I didn't go to that game as well. So I think the Atletico is the only Spanish game I have. So my next game is I move to Serie A, where my first game is Indonesia playing Venezia. And here I just went for the outright win because Indonesia to win. They are playing at home, and I believe they will be too strong for Venezia. So the odds here is at 1.82, and just for outright win money line. But if you fancy the chance that you think both teams will score, the odds is not bad. It's even better, which is at 1.95. If you think Venezia will contribute, you can equally go for that for both teams to score, or a outright win, or maybe Venezia pulling an upset for a 4.60. But I am with the home team, leaning with the home team here at 1.82.
That's a good odds. I'm not playing Serie A this weekend. So after my next league is French League Ligue 1. So my first game in that game is Monaco Auxerre. Monaco they've been playing good at home. They've only lost 2 games at home, 3-2, 1-6. And Auxerre, they are terrible away, as in really terrible away. They've only won 1 game away, draw 1, lost 7. So I think Monaco should be able to win the game without any problem. So but the odds is quite low, but you can spice things up as Monaco to win more than 1 goal or Monaco to win more than 2 goals. But Monaco to win outright, that's one I chose because they played midweek in Champions League. So that's why I just said, okay, let me just play it safe and just choose Monaco to win outright at 1.38.
Okay, that's a nice one. So I'm still on the Serie A. I'm still on the Serie A here. And then my next game is with Atalanta versus Parma. Here, we all know that Atalanta, they love going forward. They have the capability, the strength, the attack, and they've been doing quite well both home and in the Champions League. But Parma equally are not a pushover. They've been trying. They started the league well. All of a sudden, they faded, and they are trying to come back again. And so this game is going to be trickish because I feel, even though I'm leaning towards Atlanta winning, but I prefer the odds for over 2.5 goals because Atlanta definitely likes scoring. If the game may end up in 2-1 or something like that, and they made and Atlanta, just like the last time out when they were out in the Serie A, that we all expected them to win, and they end up drawing. So, but the goals still came in. So at this point, I went to over 2.5 goals for a win for the match, which is at 1.91. But if you just feel Atlanta will win straight, you can just go to Atlanta straight outright win, which is 1.50, or you can even combine it with Atlanta to win with over 1.5 goals, and so that you can get a better odds.
That's a good one. I really like that. But I'm not playing. I'm not on Serie A this weekend, so I'll get some of your tips and add it to my coupon. So I think I'm loving the tips. So the Polish Ekstraklasa is back. So I like Polish league. I have to put one or two for my Polish viewers. So the game that I found interesting this weekend with Polish league is Jagiellona Białystok with Radomska Radom. So I think Jagiellona is going to win the game. They are back after the break. The legs are fresh, and they are number 4 on the table. They want to compete for the what's called the Europa, or try to. It will be very difficult for them to challenge for the title, but at least they will still want to compete for the Europa. So, and they've just only lost one game at home this season, and I think they have what it takes to win the game. And Radomiak they are like at the bottom of the table, not like bottom, like the 14th in the table, mid-table, and they are not playing that good away. So I think Jagiellona needs to win the game after coming from the break. They've relaxed. Everything is on their what's called. The legs are fresh, so they should be able to win the game at 1.77.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So my last Serie A game for this weekend is the game is the Milan derby. For what it's worth, this is going to be an interesting game. I'm scared of leaning both ways, even though I love Inter Milan. I think they are a team in Europe. When we're talking about the first 4 or 5 teams in Europe, Inter Milan are there. They are a well-drilled machine. They played well, compact team, play for each other, and unfortunately, they are not getting, in my opinion, they are not getting the deserve. Everybody is always talking about Man City, Liverpool, Madrid, Barca, and Bayern, but nobody is really talking about Inter Milan. They don't get that publicity as it is, but I believe they are as it stands, they are among the best first 4 teams in Europe. So here, unfortunately, I think this season Milan has beaten them twice, and because of that, I am skeptical of going either way. Can Inter Milan find a way to at least win this one, or Milan are still going to actually win the game? So I decided to go for just both teams to score here, which the odd is at 1.70.
I saw that game, but I was like, where should I lean on? Both is a derby, and it's quite. Like you said, they've met like twice this season already, and it wasn't that pretty. Everybody was like playing very well, so that's why I left the game. So the odd is quite good, like both of them to score. I think I'll also add that to my coupon. It seems I'm getting a lot of tips from Big Daddy this weekend. So I went to German league, Bayern Munich versus Holstein Kiel. I think Bayern Munich at home, they should be able to win the game, and Kane should score goals also. So but I spiced these things up a bit because it's the odds was very small. So I chose Bayern Munich to win and above 2.5 goals at 1.38. Although that's still small, but I think Bayern Munich will do the needful, because if they want to win the league, they have to win games like this. And Bayern Leverkusen dropped point last weekend. They drew 2-2. So this like they should have to keep momentum and hoping that Bayern Leverkusen will keep on dropping points. So they have to. I think they are going to win the game. Okay, and they lost against PSV during the Champions League, their last Champions League match. So I think Bayern Munich, they want to bounce back as usual, and they will to give a statement that they are still in form. So they will win the game and with above 2.5 goals at 1.38.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So my last game is now. I'm now in the French league. I'm in the game with Brest, with playing hosting PSG. And here I look at it as both teams are in the Champions League. Brest have been doing well in the Champions League, even though they are not doing too bad in the league but I feel they've been doing quite well playing in the Champions League, although their performance is better in the Champions League than in the league. PSG, on the other hand, just got boost of energy from nowhere. They are playing better. Even my good friend Dombele,
Dombele, yeah.
that always dribble the whole post without even scoring, or giving a useful pull out as actually pick up. Is now looking at the Dombele I saw when he was in Dortmund in German league before Barca bought him. At least being positive. So in this game, I believe PSG should be able to outrun Brest. And the odds for an outright win for PSG is just 1.38. And I think this is the lowest odd in my coupon this weekend. And I don't like anything 1.3. I decide to just boost it because I feel PSG, if they're going to win, at least they should be able to score 2 goals. So I boost this to at least PSG winning with at least 1 point, with additional scoring 2 goals in the match, with the odds coming to 1.68.
No, I also saw that game. If I want to choose the game, I will go for the goal market. Brest, they play good. They play very good at home, so they have the capacity to out PSG. Maybe if I will play the game, maybe I'll go for both teams to score more than 2.5 goals. But I left the game because it's a bit dicey. And the odd is quite low on PSG playing Brest at home. If the odd is like, let's say 2 or 1.6 or 1.7, I would have like, okay, let me lean to PSG because of the odd. Because Brest, they equally are good at home. They've only lost 2 games in the French league at home this season. They are terrible away, but at home, I think with the supporters and the field, they play quite good at home. So that's why I did not play that game.
I think from what you just said, I was not looking at the odds, and my eyes always catch the bigger odds. I think Brest PSG, I will change my betting to both teams to score, which the odd is 1.74.
Oh, that is a very good odd. I think that
outright PSG will PSG may decide to go there and not win, but is going to score. And Brest too, the game may end up in a draw because these 2 teams are doing quite well. Brest may decide to pick up their performance that they have from the Champions League and back to implicate it here in the domestic league. So I switch to both teams to score at 1.74, which is a better odds than the original one I had.
Okay, that's I think that's a good odd also. I think I also played that in maybe one of my coupon. But my last game is Turkish League, Fenerbahce Rizespor. Mr. Mourinho, when he's at home, he's fortress at home. He does all the magic, all the drama with the referee, with the players, just to win at home. So I was like, okay, this weekend I've been leaning to very average odds, low odds. So I said, okay, why can't I? Let me just complete my last game with Mr. Mourinho at home, just to make the money. So Fenerbahce to win at home is at 1.35, but you can spice it up at like Fenerbahce to win and more than one goal or more than 2 goals, just to make it to push the odds to like 1.6 to 1.7. So I'm just keeping it safe at Fenerbahce to win the game. So that's my last thought.
That's good. Thank you everyone for joining us. Let's hope all your bets and tips is a winning one. And see you next time when we come in for another odd tips on bets. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others. Thank you.
Thank you, community. So we'll be expecting you to share. We'll be glad for you to share the video, like, comment, and let us know your odds also, so we can also win together. Have a nice weekend, guys.